Let's make our own GPS tracker based on LoRaWAN this time, so that we don't require any Wi-Fi connectivity or a cellular connectivity or a SIM card or a data pack on the go on the tracker side, of course. So let's see how to make our own GPS tracker using LoRa. So for making this tracker, I'll be using this LoRa GPS Shield by Dragino attached onto a Arduino Uno board. And the data sent will be received by this LG01 and LoRa gateway again from Dragino, which will ultimately send the data to the Things network via internet. So if you want to purchase these things, then you don't need to buy both of them separately. Rather, you can just buy the Dragino kit from an Indian company called Anthotech. Just go to the link mentioned in the description and you can purchase this kit from here. Inside this kit, you will get many different things to start playing with this LoRa technology. Now, I've already covered about how to set up the gateway and connect it with the Things network in my previous video. So if you want to make this project and also if you want to get started with this LoRa gateway, I'll suggest you to watch out that video whose link is mentioned in the description. That being said, let's just straight away jump to the Things network website and create a new application for GPS tracker. So here is my Things network dashboard. So first of all, I'll go to console, and inside console, as we already have configured the gateway in the previous video, let us go to the application this time. Okay, so right now here we'll be creating a new application for the new project. For that, click on add application. Give application ID, that means the name that you want to give to this project. I'll name it as GPS tracker LoRaWAN. Yeah. So yeah, this is the name which I will be giving. A description, if you want to give, I will give the description as LoRaWAN based GPS tracker. Okay. After that, the application EUI will be created automatically. That's all you need to do. Just click on add application after that. After that, as we already discussed in the previous episode, the LoRaWAN gateway that we are using doesn't support the OTAM method. We need to change it to ABP. And for that, you need to go to settings and just click on ABP. That's it. After that, click on the save button. So yeah, that was all the configurations and addition that you need to do on the Things network website. Now let's just see how the code for this project looks like. So here is the code that we'll be uploading onto our Arduino Uno board with the LoRa GPS Shield on it. Okay. So first of all, you need to have this tiny GPS library already installed. So if you don't have, don't worry, I'll be attaching the link of that library in the description of this video. Okay. After installing this necessary libraries, you need to add couple of parameters inside the code according to the device that you have registered. Okay. So the first thing that you need to add is this network session key. Okay. So that you can get it by going into the Things network dashboard. And here is the network session key. First of all, click here. Make sure it starts with MSB. And if it is so, just click here to copy it and paste that network session key here. After that, we need to add the app session key, which is already available here. Just click here. Make sure it again starts with MSB and click here to copy. After that, paste that key here. And then there's one more thing that we need to add is device address, which you can get it from here. Okay, so here's the device address. Just simply copy it and paste it here. So yeah, these were the three parameters that you need to add, and these three parameters are different for different application, of course. Okay, so yeah, that was all the things that you need to add inside the code. Rest of all the things inside the code will remain as it is. You don't need to change this code, and don't worry, I'll be uploading this code onto my GitHub account, and whose link I will be definitely mentioning in the description of this video. So yeah, that was it about the code. Now just select the board as Arduino Uno board and simply hit the upload button. After uploading the code, you need to do a couple of changes on the LoRa GPS Shield. Okay, first of all, you need to remove these two jumpers from the shield and attach two wires on it. The TX pin will get connected to the D3 pin of the Arduino Uno board, and the RX pin will get connected to the D4 pin of the Arduino Uno board. After that, just connect the two antennas onto these two connectors. And that's it. Now just power up the LoRa gateway and power up this LoRa Shield. Now let's jump onto the TTN console again and let's observe the data we are getting. So here, as you can see, the status got updated. That means we have received the data from the LoRa node. Okay, so to check out what data we received, we need to go to this data section And here, as you can see, this is the payload that we are getting from the LoRa node. Okay, so again, that same issue which we were facing previously. So the data we are receiving here is in a hex format. Okay, we are not able to see the latitude, the longitude here. Okay, so we need to add a payload conversion. We need to add some code to convert this hex data into the actual data that we want to read, like latitude and longitude. And for that, click here and go to payload formats. Now here we need to paste a particular line of code which is here. Okay, so don't worry, I will be uploading this code as well into the same GitHub repository, so you can definitely copy from there and just paste that code here. That's it. That's all you need to do. Just click on the save payload functions. Amazing. Now go back to overview tab, into register device, into LoRaWAN GPS, and now into data. So now here, as we get the new data, we should be able to observe the latitude and longitude data separately. Let's just wait for the new data. Okay, so here is the data, and as you can see, we are getting the latitude and longitude value as this, but this is not at all an actual latitude and longitude value. It's just because we are still indoors, and GPS generally don't work indoors. If you observe the serial monitor as well, as you can see, we are getting the wrong latitude and longitude values. But the main point is we are getting the data, and if we take this device outside, we will be getting much accurate data here on the dashboard. So yeah, the things are working pretty fine, but we are still left with one more thing. Here we are able to observe the latitude and longitude with a number, okay? But what if we want to plot this into a map? What if we want to see a map on my mobile screen, and I need to be clear, like where am I right now, or where is the tracker right now? I need to observe it on a map, and for that we'll be taking the help of UV dots. So first of all, click here and go inside the integration option. So here in the TTN, we have several different integration options for, different purposes. For our purpose to observe the data onto a map, we'll be using UV dots. For that, click on get started by creating one. Here you need to select UV dots. Okay, so first of all, you need to have your own UV dots account for using this service. Okay, if you don't have, you can definitely create it. It's very simple. So just go to uvdots.com and click on sign up button to make your own account here. Okay, after you make your account, just log into that account. Okay, so after you log into your UV dots account, you need to get your API credentials, which you can get it by clicking here and going into API credentials. Just click here to copy the token. After that, you need to paste that token here. That's it. Then you need to provide the process ID, which is again a random name that you can give. I will name it as my tracker. After that, you need to select the access key as the default key, and that's it. Just click on add integration. So this will automatically integrate your UV dot account inside the TTN, the Things Network account. Okay, so we made the integration successfully. So now the data that we are receiving, okay, which is this, it will be directly sent to our UV dots account. Let's just observe whether we are receiving the data or not. Just go to UV dots dashboard and go to devices and click on devices again. Okay, so as you can see, a new device is already created a few seconds ago. So it was automatically created by the Things Network. Just click on this device, and inside that device, we are getting the location value, the latitude and longitude. We are getting the data in the UV dots account. Now we just need to add a map widget on the dashboard to, visualize the data in a map manner. Okay, just go to the dashboard and click on add new widget. Here you need to select map. Okay, and select the device. And select this device. Just click on OK. That's it. Just click on this green button and you are done with making your own GPS tracker based on LoRaWAN. So right now it is not at all showing us anything because, as I already said, the latitude and longitude value that we are getting from this node is not accurate. Hence we are not able to observe the data or observe the map here. But yeah, we have done all the steps successfully. So those were the steps that you need to perform to make your own GPS tracker based on LoRaWAN. Now, before testing this project in outdoors, do click the like button if you really like this project and really like this concept of, making our own tracker using LoRaWAN. See, what happens is, as of now, I do have a single channel, like basic LoRa gateway, using which I was getting the range of like 1.5 kilometers. But there are like way more advanced LoRa gateway already available in the market, using which you can get the range of like 10 and 20 kilometers. Okay, just imagine if you are using that gateway and using the same LoRa node, you can make a tracker project which can track any object within a radius of 20 kilometers without Wi-Fi, without cellular network. Isn't this amazing concept? Like, I really find it interesting. So I made this project right now, as in future I'm definitely planning to get a new and advanced outdoor LoRa gateway for better range. During that time, I'll definitely test this LoRa gateway with much more wider range. So yeah, just do click that like button if you're really fond of this GPS tracker based on LoRaWAN. Also, let me know in the comments about which tracker you will be preferring, GSM based, Wi-Fi based, or LoRa based. Do let me know your suggestion in the comments. And that being said, let's just take this LoRa node in the outdoors and let's see, are we getting the actual GPS coordinate readings onto the UBDOT's website or not. Let us test out. So yeah, our project is perfectly working and we are able to get the coordinates onto our UBDOT's website. So yeah, our project is successfully working and we are able to get the coordinates onto our UBDOT's dashboard. So yeah, that was all about the GPS tracker based on LoRaWAN. I hope you enjoyed the video and got to know something new from it. If yes, consider subscribing to the channel, as I come up with these and many different kind of videos onto this channel. So yeah, that being said, ending this video here, and now just wait for my next video and then explore, learn, share with me, Techie SMS.